The Gina and Matty podcast.
Time for a new game, guys. You can play along in the car as well. I'm calling it karaoke, and I'm pretty sure it's not the first time it's been done, but it's the first time it's been done on this show. So what I have done is I have gone to Rolling Stone magazine and found their most iconic songs with iconic starting lyrics.
Oh.
Right, so this is a list that they put together, songs with the most iconic starting lyrics. And what I've done is I've got Siri to voice them for us. And between yourself and the Princess from Patonga, I would love you to buzz in with your name when you think you know. I will take, you know what, I will, because it's a bit hoopy and whatever, I'll just take song or artist, whatever.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get too all T's and C's about
We
it.
already know I'm going to be terrible at this.
Oh, we don't know
We
because
do.
this is Rolling Stone. This is not just Star 104.5 playlist. This could be anything. All right,
it a go.
so
Give
let's
it a
go
go.
with Siri. I just want to try something. Hi, Siri. And see if people's phones went off then. That would be really annoying. Okay, Siri. It did. Mine went off. Oops. Take it away with song number 1.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
whoops,
no,
sorry.
Gina.
I didn't say my name.
Gina?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Absolutely. All right. Beautiful. Okay, we're off and running. All right, song number 2.
Caught in a bad romance.
Loz.
Oh, Loza?
Bad romance.
Yes, it is. Lady Gaga. Let's go with this one.
A long, long time ago, I can still
Loz.
remember how
Oh,
that
Loz,
music
that
used
was
to make me
quick.
smile.
American Pie.
Yeah.
Long, long, long.
So fast.
Great song, though.
I can still remember.
All right, next one. Let's go with...
I hurt myself today. To see if I still feel, I focus on the pain. The only thing that's real.
Loz.
Loz.
Wait. Oh,
I
no.
can hear it in my head.
Do you want to hear it one more time?
Yes, yeah.
I hurt myself today. To see if I still
Gina!
feel.
Gina.
I
Johnny
focus on the
Cash,
pain.
hurt.
I hurt myself
Ooh.
today to see if I still.
Who's keeping score? Because I have totally forgotten.
Oh, I did.
2 to Gina, 1 to Loz. That's what I'm going with.
Absolutely
That's
not.
what I'm
I
going
think
with.
it's around the other way.
Let's go. Let's go with this.
Oh, my God. Becky, look at her butt.
Loz.
Loz, yeah.
Baby got back.
Oh my God, Becky,
Look at her butt.
Okay, so next one. Let's go. You ready? Listening?
Hey, True Blue. Don't say
Gina.
you've gone
Gina.
say you've
John
knocked off for a
Williamson, True
smoko
Blue.
and you'll be back.
Thank you.
This might not have been on the list. I might have just thrown this one in here for you, Gina, and an
Thank
excuse
you.
to play it.
Say you've knocked off for a smoko, and you'll be back later on.
What a song. Okay, let's do another one. Let's go. This is fun.
Let's go, girls.
Gina.
Gina?
Shania Twain.
Nice.
Let's go, girls.
What else have we got here? Let's go this one.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want. What
Gina.
I really, really want.
Spice Girls.
Oh! On fire. Okay, this one is worth 42,000 points. Winner takes all. Here we go.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a
Loz.
real good time.
Don't stop me now.
Oh, we cannot stop you now. 42,000 points coming your way. That is karaoke.
Gina and Matty.
Okay, let's do this.
Hold up.
What would you do?
All right, Loz, this is your little segment that you
My baby.
pitched last week, and it's back.
I love it.
Jeez, it must have
Yeah.
researched well.
It did. It did. It hit the masses. They quite enjoyed it. I saw
Sure.
them taking it outside of the show to others.
All right.
All right.
good.
People are playing it at home now.
They're playing at home, taking it to their dinner table.
Are you going to release a board game version of this?
A book, maybe?
A Milton Bradley version?
What would you do? All right.
How does it work?
All right. So I'm going to give you 3 scenarios, and you've got to tell me what you would do in these scenarios.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Maddie's warming up his
All
body.
right.
It's the beat from this song. I like it.
What would you do if you were offered the chance to swap lives completely with Chris Hemsworth?
Would I say yes or no, or what would I do if I was in Chris Hemsworth's body?
Ooh. Well,
What is the
it
what's the
depends which way
question?
you go. Like,
Okay.
would you do? It would mean, would you do it if it meant you lose your current family, how it is, but you get his family? You lose your job now, but you get his job. You lose whatever your financial status is now, but you get his financial
Is this
status.
permanent or just for a moment?
Permanent.
Oh, it's
Permanent.
permanent.
It's permanent.
I wish we could just do it for 2 weeks.
No,
Yeah, I'm going to say no because I love my son and my husband too much.
fair enough. That's a safe choice.
What time is it? Is Bella
I
listening?
was about to say, be very careful.
Lunchbox time. No, you know what? I'm going to keep mine. I'm going to keep
You're
my
gonna
one.
keep them?
Yeah. As much as I want his joint in Byron Bay,
I know. God, that thing looks amazing.
I will keep
And his
mine.
money and his chiseled bones.
Look, I'm happy being 5'8" with a 7, 8 night keg. Yeah, cool. No worries. I'm happy with my rig. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 2. What would you do if you had the opportunity to rid the world of disease, but it meant that you have to live alone?
I'd be okay with it.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Like if I had to live alone, yeah, sure, I'll go visit the family on the weekends. But I could live alone very easily.
Okay.
If I'm ridding the world of disease.
Yeah. Look, we have to rid the world of disease.
You're not.
can live alone?
You don't really believe that, though.
I
do
don't
you?
I don't like being by myself.
No.
But no,
I know you don't.
if we're going to cure every illness, of course.
Every illness.
Everyone? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Interesting.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Funny
you?
that
Would
the
you?
person that I tested this out on another person, and they said no.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if I could live alone forever. I don't think I could.
It's the best.
Yeah,
That
once you
feeling
got,
when
once
they
you got
jump in
kids
the car and
yeah.
they drive away and you got the house to yourself. Holy moly, look
I
out.
just don't think I could do it.
All right, what's the last
All
one?
right, last one. It's all along similar veins today.
Okay.
All right, what would you do if you personally, just you, could never get sick again, but in exchange you'd have to have your left middle finger surgically removed?
Oh, yeah. I'm terrible at guitar already, so
I mean, you'd have to. So
your left middle finger, so you just can't give the.
Can't do this.
You can't do that, but you've got another one.
You
on
can
the
do
other hand.
that.
you've got the
You can
other
do
one.
that.
You have the other one, but it means you forever don't have that finger.
I'm all right with it.
okay with it?
I'll lose the finger.
You'd sacrifice the finger.
I know
sacrifice the
my
finger.
husband and my son would be no way because
They need it for
guitar
their-
is their life.
Yep.
But yeah,
So they're copping a cold.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good to
What
know.
about you?
Oh yeah, no, I don't need that one. I mean, I'd be a bit sad because it's my strongest. Like, I'm way better at doing it with this finger than with this
It's your
finger.
strongest
Are
bird.
you?
Yeah, it's my best bird, and I feel like my engagement finger will look weird without another
Yeah,
finger next
and
to it
you-
eventually.
That's being a little bit...
Presumptuous.
yeah, a little bit.
But cool.
You do use the double bird more than anyone else
do.
I've ever met on
yeah,
Maddie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you need it. One will not do for him.
Gina and Maddie.
Hey, we have a worldwide, we've got a massive problem with food waste and, on the other hand, feeding people who need it. Canada have come up with this great idea. But first of all, in Australia, I just want to touch on a few things we do here. Food and grocery relief is provided to 2,844 frontline charities and 3,379 school breakfast programs to help feed people in need. And last year alone, enough food was sourced for 92 million meals here in Oz. On the coast here, we have a few different wonderful organisations. I can't mention them all right now, but here are a couple. If you go onto the Central Coast Council website, you can see a timetable of where you can go to food banks, get food banks, discounted groceries, emergency relief vouchers, kind of all over the coast. They try and cover different parts of the coast, like in halls and places like that, if you need to look that up. There's this awesome thing that's opened here, started in 2020. It's called Oz Harvest, began on the Central Coast as part of our crisis response to the increasing demand for food relief. There's one yellow van, I don't know if you've seen it driving around on the road. The driver's name is Luke, and Luke is busy rescuing food and delivering it to charities on the Central Coast. And their impact spans all the way from Woy Woy in the south to San Remo in the north. They're committed to delivering quality food to vulnerable people. So a couple of great organisations right on the coast, and there's many more as well. So the Central Coast is a great, we do a pretty good job of that.
An old mate of mine does a bit of work with Food Bank, and last year it was like 3.7 million Australian households ran out of food.
Yeah.
So that's more than household-wise, that's more houses than Sydney and Melbourne combined.
Isn't that incredible?
In 2024, people running out of food. And that's households. That's people just like you and me.
Yes,
right? Like
that's right.
It's not just people who are rough sleeping. It's families who just can't afford
and
to feed people.
With the increase in rent and mortgages and all that sort of stuff,
So sad.
it's terrible. So what happens, when you were working in a bakery? What would they do with all the leftover bread and stuff?
Well, I think it's changed a bit since when I was in the bakery.
Because it's been years, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. Well, it's been about 20 years since I've been on the tools. But we used to donate the food. We used to donate it to a local shelter shelter, and then also we used to donate it to a local farm. And they take the bread and give it to the horses.
Oh, yeah.
But we had to stop, and I know Baker's Delight used to do something similar as well. But now with the food handling laws, if you give over, say there's like a whole bunch of cheese and bacon rolls, or there's a whole bunch of scrolls or whatever left at the end of the day, you give that over to someone, and then they hold on to it for a week, and then give it to someone, and they end up getting sick. You're still liable. So I think a lot of as much as it breaks my heart, I think a lot of the stuff just ends up in bins.
Well, we've got to do something. So what's happened in Canada, there's the first free grocery store. It's opening with the name of making it more dignified for people, because this is the other thing, people that have to go to the food banks and stuff. It's not particularly dignified. So this just looks like a regular grocery store with fresh fruit and produce as well, because traditionally they may have got a box full of canned stuff.
Yeah.
And whatever else was available. And people weren't thinking about, well, what if the different dietary needs, if they're allergic to stuff, trying to have a well-balanced feed, well-balanced groceries. So this place, it's called the Food Hub. It's going to look like a normal grocery store, because traditionally they've run out of churches or community centres. So this is going to be open 7 days a week all the time. And a lot of these ones, they're only open on a Tuesday, or they're only open or in one particular area.
Yeah.
So I love it. It says it's called the Regina Food Bank. Believes that allowing people who rely on the food bank for food security to fill out a cart just like a normal grocery store gives back dignity and may actually help feed more people by reducing waste. I just think this is such a beautiful idea. So what happens in the past, this is coming out of Canada, this story, when people who need the handed out food, they get that box, they don't necessarily like what's in there, or haven't got to choose that themselves.
Yes. Yeah.
And one guy said he would barter with his neighbours, and they go, do you need canned tomatoes? Can I swap? So there'd be less waste, because he said otherwise then there's even more waste at that point. So this way you're going in just choosing just what you need and what your family likes. And I think
it's you sign up, like you register with the supermarket, and you have your details there. You're given a card for access wise, and I think you're allowed to shop every 2 weeks. I think you obviously can't go in there and exploit it. There are conditions around it. It's just not rocking in and grabbing pasta every day or grabbing bananas.
That's right.
There's limits to how that supermarket works.
Isn't that a great idea? And giving dignity back as well. You're walking into a grocery store, and I just think it's such a great idea. It solves two massive worldwide problems at the one time.
Considering how rich the rich are in this world, why can't we do more of that?
Exactly.
It's like you guys are making that much money. Yeah. It's actually offensive.
Yeah.
That there should be more of these, not just in Canada. It should be a worldwide thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Got to talk to those CEOs who are getting richer.
100%.
Great idea, huh?
The Gina and Matty Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.